such as
10 minutes on the dot. Unbelievable, guys. We are so damn lucky to have this on. The tradition continues. Like I said, just won 30 minutes ago in Las Vegas, Nevada. Gillian Robertson. What's up, G?
What's up?
Dude, how the hell are you?
I'm doing all right. I guess not necessarily proud of my performance. I think the most memorable moment was the 12-6 to the asshole. But
okay.
yes, we were waiting.
You said it. You said it. Okay. So
we were like, are we going to talk about this? Are we not going to talk about this?
We have to talk about it.
You just come in like right off the bat.
That's the G we know and love. So first and foremost, you see all the love that Dean is getting from the 12-6, like John Jones. Have you seen that yet on socials and all that?
Yeah, I've seen a little bit of it. Okay. John Jones is actually sitting there front row. So Dean was like, John Jones is here. Do it for him.
Yeah. Okay. So we talked about, you knew that the 12-6 elbow was going to be a part of the game plan. That was going to be something you were definitely going to do tonight.
Oh, yeah. I've been drilling the 12-6 elbow and the if they have their hands on the floor, they're now not considered grounded. So I've been drilling kicks and knees off of there all camp long. Wish I could have utilized that more. Even with the 12-6, I wish I could have done more with it. But it's cool to have those new rules, you know? So I've definitely been working them all camp, drilling them, hoping to integrate them into my game, get a little bit ahead of the people who, I feel like everybody's not necessarily focused on doing it, you know?
Right. Two more, and then we'll give it to Mike, and we got more stuff. But then on the 12-6, so with John Jones there, did you like when Dean said that one? Did you hear him at all? Because we usually talk about, you say that sometimes you don't hear him. Did you hear him? And with John being there, was like, oh, this is kind of cool. I can do this 12-6 in front of literally the GOAT, John Jones.
I don't know if it was because it was the Apex, but I was definitely like very aware of everything. So I'm like, even before the fight started, I saw John walking in. So I saw him like right before the fight started. I made eye contact with my boyfriend twice during the fight.
That's awesome.
I remember making eye contact with him sitting front row, and then me throwing a knee to her face. And then actually I was right next to Dean when he said to throw the John Jones elbow. So we were right in front of the corner. So I was here. I heard everything the whole fight. It was just, I think it is the Apex. It's just weirdly like you're weirdly aware.
Right. Now, okay, you mentioned it off the rip. I'm going to now talk about or ask you the elbow. Were you going for a different part or different? But what was, it was the end of the round. You maybe are upset or maybe don't know. She yanked on the cage, 4 or 5 times. Like, I don't know how many times you've seen it or no. And I know they kind of timed out for, the ref to warn her. It was crazy. Us watching it, especially rooting for you, were like, dude, she can't be grabbing the cage. That's part of your game plan. So was that a little anger, or were you, what happened there? Give us the beats.
I just always try to do a little damage at the end of the round. She was kind of in a weird position where I didn't really have access to anything else. So I was just like, all right, let's throw some elbows. And they landed where they landed.
That's so good.
Weren't necessarily as accurate as you might have preferred to be, I guess.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Damage is damage.
Yeah, damage is damage. Yeah. Dude,
was that the 10-8 round?
Dude, no. 10-8 round was round.
The third.
Yeah,
okay.
Which was great round. Gee, I know you love the finish. I know that's where you're going for, and I just heard you say at the beginning, dude, it was you 10-8, a ranked opponent, unanimous decision. Yeah. I know you're not in it now. I always say this to Grant too, dude. You just won another UFC fight. It's always great, G. Like, I'm giving you your flowers a little bit. Yeah. Trying.
I have to a little bit, but it's also just like, I don't, like I said, I'm going in there to finish girls. I'm going in there to retire girls. Even like how I performed against Michelle Watterson, I was able to dominate consistently for 3 rounds, and I'm content with that. This wasn't that for me. So I just don't think you saw the best Gillian Robertson tonight.
Okay.
Well, we talked about it earlier. We were talking about how I enjoy listening to you talk about how when you see a fight where they're kind of look like they're laying around, you're like, what are they working for? I'm always looking for the finish. I'm always moving towards this. Was there something that she was doing that was preventing you to do that? Or like you're saying it wasn't your best? Was it you or her? Or like what was
maybe a little bit of a combination of both. I don't think I showed up my best. I don't think I performed my best. She also had a very defensive game plan. I feel like she played on the outside a lot, was just kind of letting me chase her. She was trying to run
Yeah.
from me more than anything else. So
I commented that a couple times, actually. A couple times
yeah.
said that.
Yeah, so I'm like, it definitely makes it a little bit more challenging, but I was still obviously able to get off my game plan as a whole.
Yeah, absolutely. We both agreed that you were definitely controlling, like you said, she was on the outside, so you were in
Whole
the
time.
center, pushing her against the fence, but like she looked like she was countering a little bit more and maybe doing damage. Were you feeling damage from her counters and her defense at all?
Honestly, there's not a single thing I got hurt with that fight.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll take that back. There was one leg kick that I was able to counter with a right hand, but that leg kick kind of hurt. But that's about it.
So she was
I'm like,
just touching, not no damage feeling. Okay.
yeah, no, even right now, I'm like, I have no damage on my face. I feel good. I hardly feel like I fought besides my leg, honestly.
So Dave, you're right. It's the
told you.
light-skinned Canadian shows every time you get touched by
I'm telling you.
yeah.
The red hair and then
Right.
Canadian, it's, you know, if you get nicked, it shows.
It doesn't show up good.
Doesn't show. Did you get used to wearing the black? How did you like the funeral gear? Are you done with it? Are we putting that to a funeral? What are we going with the next uniform?
I would like to go back to my red. One of the commentators pointed out to me though. They're like, Wei Li has red, so maybe you just stay black until your title shot, because you'll have to take it from her one day. I'm
Yeah.
like, I kind of like that idea too. So maybe we debate.
I like that. So
Awesome.
we already got. Look at that. The other people are, other than me now, are finally talking championship Robertson. I like that. We're throwing that out there in the atmosphere. The last time you've been on a couple times, Fight Bananas family, Grant Dawson had a post-fight speech, pretty good about his, significant other close. Anything with Sean? Any no dump truck comments were going through your head at all?
No, I didn't shout out his dump truck. I didn't think he would have liked that.
Okay.
She was working Pinero's dump truck.
Yeah, I was working Pinero's dump truck.
That's so good. That's so good. Crap. That's awesome, DG. But last thing for you, we'll let you run. We love talking to you literally minutes after you win a UFC fight. Oh, Neil Magny just maybe got nope. End of the first round, minute left. How was this week for you? It seems like UFC Canada was pushing the absolute crap out of you all week on socials and doing interviews. You seemed like you were definitely more out there than usual in the public eye. A couple fights got off on this main card. Did you feel it kind of being higher in the card and more media stuff?
I guess not necessarily.
Okay.
I honestly, probably last time I fought, because it was International Fight Week, I had more media and things like that. So I don't think it was like overwhelming in that area at all. I guess really the theme of this week was just being thankful. Like, I'm at the Palace Station right now, so and it's like that's the hotel they kept me at when I was in the Tough House. So I'm like, it's like my first time coming back here in 7 years since I was in the Tough House. So it's kind of like full circle for me this week, where I've just been so thankful that I'm like, I'm still here, still living my dreams, still get to do this every day.
And I know you're going to be like, that's corny, but we talked about that about you, but like, you literally have grown up in the UFC. Like, we looked at your resume and we talked about you immensely. Yeah. Neil Magny just got knocked the fuck out. Holy shit.
Expected that to happen.
Huh?
I kind of expected that to happen. Props is good.
Yeah. And now it's a bad one. Like, he is still
face down,
face plant, not moving. Holy shit. But back to you, just like we've talked about this so much on all the shows we do together. It's like you have literally grown up through the UFC, and we're on this run right now. This is feels like the run. You've talked about it. I know Dean has talked about it. Just feels a little bit different. It does feel, and like I said, it's not just me saying the championship name. Other media members, I know a couple people have hit me up. You said another commentator talking about it. Seems like this is the Wei Li run right now we're on.
Yeah, I'm like, it's funny because because I'm in the Palace Station, I think I've been thinking about that. Like, the UFC, just the staff here has seen me grow up, from like when I was 22. I remember like post Tough House, trashy 22-year-old Gillian coming in drunk after her fights, where I'm like, I've matured now. I'm an adult. We're just going to go smoke a joint and go have some dinner.
Very adult of you. Very.
But it's just like it is so funny that I don't they've seen me grow up, and I feel like I have grown up in just learning to what I need for my camps and what I need to get the best out of me. So I feel like I'm on the right trajectory to get that title shot.
Cannot wait. Awesome. G, enjoy the night. Get a big extra large pizza. Somehow the delivery people will get it to you guys. And yeah, well, have fun out there in Vegas. Are you usually stay out a couple of days and hike and mountain, do that stuff? Are you doing that again?
Just one day. Oh, we're leaving tomorrow, like midday. So
Oh.
going home after this one. I feel like every time I do that, I'm always like, I just want to go home.
Yeah,
I enjoy the mountains and everything, and it's cool to be out here. But it's like after a fight and a fight camp, I'm just so exhausted. I just want to
Yeah.
go home. So I'm doing that this time. I'm just gonna go home and relax.
Awesome. Well, enjoy the holidays. Again, we'll talk to you soon. And G, you're the best.
We are thankful
Thank
for
you
you.
so
Thank
much.
Awesome. Later, G. Have a good one.